How's it going, folks? It is I, H7. This is Radio Respect, but I would hope you know that by now. How's it going, kids? How's it going? Everything good? Thoughts and prayers? Thoughts and prayers? You doing good out there? You feeling good? I hope so. I know it's been a hot minute since I've come in here and done this. Your man ain't been feeling too good. I'm just gonna put it to you that way. We ain't gonna harp on it. I'm not gonna focus on it, but I just ain't been feeling too good. On top of that, we're officially in October. This is the busiest season of the year for me, and I'll be real. It wasn't looking like it was gonna be all that busy for me up until about, I don't know, like a week or two. No, like 2 weeks ago. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, all of that stagnant. I was talking about this in prior episodes, how my special effects work had just sort of came to a screaming halt when it comes to commissions and shit. Still making sales off of stuff I just make and, put online. But when it comes to commissions, my bread and butter, that shit just dried up. And I'm the first person to be like, hey, if you want something by Halloween, you gotta get it by a certain date. Otherwise, I can't guarantee that delivery. That window of delivery. Of getting something completely handmade by Halloween when you hit me up on October 10th. You know what I mean? And you'd be surprised how many people hit me up just today. I got hit up by, you know what? Fuck it. I'll throw your name under the bus. I don't mean this with any ill will, but Raven Black, the band Raven Black, oh my God. Whoever was communicating to me on their behalf, I think it was their front woman, get a middle person, please. Have someone else do your business for you, because that communication, that language barrier was thick. Fucking thick. On top of that, to my original point, they were like, hey, we need stuff by a certain date that was like super close, and we need it now. So I was like, okay, cool, we can do that, but I'm gonna have to prioritize rush your order. It's gonna be a little more expensive. No response. It's like, what did you fucking expect, man? Did you really fucking expect me to just drop my 24 orders on my order queue just to work on your shit, like at a standard rate? This motherfucker was expecting to pay like, I don't know, probably around $250, $300 for like 2 custom made original pieces, face masks with original deco and all that shit, all within like a 2-week window. And I'm like, bruh. You know how South Park showed off teenagers? Oh boy, that's a weird sentence to say. How they depicted teenagers in their most recent season, where they were all playing airsoft? Bruh. Every time I get one of those messages, I just, bruh. Yeah, no. So, business was weird. Business was slow for a while, and it kind of fucked up my mental health. Not to sound like a wee about it, but then I had band shit to worry about. The 500 block got back. We survived playing Louder Than Life. We survived playing Kentucky, and you know what? If you guys are extra good, I may have some footage to show you. That's right. The 500 block is teasing the idea of releasing a master cut of sorts, a master cut that would involve all of our original footage, this multicam thing, and then some. So I may, right here, right now, have some access to some footage. And it's my show. I play in the band. I don't know. I need content. I'm desperate here. I'm kidding. There's so much to fucking talk about. It's been so long since we've done this. We got so much fucking news to cover. The Nerd News Roundup is gonna be lit today, guys. We got so much shit. Got, finally, for the first time in forever, some fucking Spawn news. We got a bunch of Marvel stuff. Oh my God. Blade looks to be in trouble. It's being rewritten. There are new writers for the Fantastic Four, all kinds of shit. We're going to get into some DC stuff. The projected box office for Black Adam is fucking nuts. Yeah, there's even some Mortal Kombat news that we're going to start off with in a minute. But, just to give you a quick little update, yeah, man, that's where I've been. I've been doing band shit, and then, like, the second I started getting ready for Kentucky, and I was like, well, okay, I guess I'm not going to have many orders to worry about. Literally, the floodgates opened. Literally, just whoosh, a whole bunch of them just hit me out of nowhere, and I wanted to make money so I could comfortably go up to Kentucky with my band and do the thing, and then, you know, come back and pay some bills and be okay. And that somehow worked out. Mercifully, by the skin of my fucking teeth, it somehow worked out. But the problem, hold on there, dude. Well, let me tell you something, dude. No, sorry, we're not gonna get into that. The whole thing that's been going on in my mind was just like I was super fucking discouraged, and then my physical health kind of took a dive, and I wasn't feeling too well physically. And then the studio where I'm at here, 518 Clematis Street, the lovely, respectable street, was undergoing renovations up until their 37th? Yeah, that's right, their 37th anniversary event with Front 242, and that was a whole blast. So the studio got completely renovated, disassembled, just completely unusable. I, being the studio PD, you'd think I'd be clued in on that, but nobody told me shit. So I just roll in here expecting to produce some shows, right? And see the whole studio's just in disarray, covered in plastic bags, everything's disassembled. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way we can do shows. So there was a hot minute there where we physically, actually just could not do a show because the studio was just unavailable. Then when renovations are complete with the club, they were not complete here. So that took a little more time. But as of today, right now, Subculture Radio is back in full fucking swing. Station PD is going to oversee it. Big Boy H7 is here to knock into... Wow. Big Boy H7 is here to knock into the mixer and bang into the microphone all day long. Well, I'm very, very happy to be back with you, though. I will say that because it, again, as it has been a hot minute, I have been itching to do another show. We haven't been able to do Drunk Comics. We haven't been able to do any of that shit. So being back here, right now to talk to you guys about, you know, how Kentucky went, how the special effects shit's going, how all the avenues of my bullshit are going, is good. It's healthy. I didn't realize how much I, in recent months, started to lean onto this radio thing, into this podcasting thing, dude. That's podcasting, brother. I didn't realize how much I was, like, leaning on it and needing it and using it to, like, be a core outlet. Because it's like a single-man vehicle, right? Like, most of these shows have, like, more than one guy, so it's not just one dude talking at you nonstop. It's like a team of people talking over one another loudly and blowing out the mics incessantly. You know what I mean? So, coming in here and just sort of spouting off, talking about nerd news, talking about business, talking about my business, talking about our business. I don't know. It does way more for my mental health than I realized, and it wasn't until I didn't have access to do this that I realized that I got hit with that wash of realization that, oh shit, I really missed this. So here we are, we're back. What am I drinking today? I'm drinking, look what I got, guys, Compound V G Fuel. And you're probably looking at me like, wait, but H7, how the hell did you get that? Did you order that off Amazon? I didn't. You know where I got it? I'll tell you in a minute. But I got it at a place where if you're in America, you may be able to find yourself a little store called GNC. That's right. And I'm going to take a second here. Let's check out. Yeah. GNC. So you go to their website or you go to your local GNC Live Well and look what they got. So this is the retailer that exclusively got Miami Nights. This shit right here. This is what we're talking about. This is amazing. I love me some Miami Nights. If you go into a GNC and you find this, look for this can. See that? Look for that can. That's what you're gonna want. And even if you don't want a whole motherfucker, a whole big boy, get yourself a can or two. It's good stuff. So, but that's not all. They have the Compound V right here, my friends. Right here, my friends. Here it is. They have quite a few options in cans, man, including Divine Peach, man, Hype Sauce. Oh, good stuff. Peach Rings. Yeah. Sour Power. I'm not familiar with Sour Power. Which one's Sour Power? Oh, that's one of the newer ones. Okay, that's one of the Sanok ones. I gotcha. But yeah, man, your local GNC now probably carries G Fuel. And the cool thing is they also got tubs, man. You see that right there? See that right there? The boys Compound V? They got tubs, my dudes. So with that to be said, run on out to your local, keep bumping the mic, bro. Can you tell I'm rusty? So run on out to your GNC, get yourself some Compound V. If I had to describe this flavor, really, I would probably, there's a berry coconut upfront flavor, and then on the back end, a sort of lemon lime undertaste. It's very interesting. I'm a fan. I'm glad I bought a whole ass case of it. But I also got a case of Miami Nights. And thanks to this cat on the G Fuel Facebook group, I have 2 cases of Ice Shatter, the Mortal Kombat 11 Sub-Zero themed Ice Shatter, coming my way today! Ha 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 ha! And I'm excited about it. So, wanted to share that with y'all. But on top of that shit, did you know G Fuel just turned 18? Did you know that? How you doing, Gamma Labs? So yeah, Gamma Labs turned 18 recently, and they are celebrating by restocking confetti cake. Check that shit out. Check this fucking shit out. Hold on, I don't like this angle. I don't like this fucking angle. There we go. It's like I'm looking at things in real time. Isn't that a better camera? I like this camera a lot more. Can you feel the can in my hand? It is where we are. Yeah. Hell yeah. Anyway, so confetti cake has been restocked. And that's not all, kids. I have to tell you, go get confetti cake. Now, I'm not just saying this because I'm a shill for this company, but happy birthday, Gamma Labs. And on top of that, get yourself a blender. Get yourself 2 scoops or a scoop and a half of confetti cake. Fill that blender with ice. Put a little bit of vanilla flavoring. Just a teaspoon, maybe. And then some sweetened vanilla, rice, or almond milk. Blend all that shit up, and you will have the world's greatest cake-flavored slushie in the world. In the world! The whole world! That's a promise. So, go get your thing. But G Fuel ain't sleeping, bros. G Fuel is not sleeping. They're here, and they're ready to party. They've got all kinds of fun shit going on. Candy corn has been restocked. Oh my god, I know I'm harping on this, but it's been a minute since I've been on here, and I would, quite frankly, like to see what they got. What are the... Nuke Cola. Okay, alright. Liquid Lullaby. Oh, a Dead by Daylight flavor. Only Crayons. Oh, get it? I get it. Like OnlyFans. And then you have your weird fucking e-girl simp machines post photos with the Only Crayons G Fuel. I see you, G Fuel. I see you. You may not want to give the blue boy love on an official level, but I see you. I respect your hustle. Oh, Electric Shock or Strike. I need to get myself another tub of this because I have my tub in my collector's box and I'm in love with it, but I want one, just to fuck around. That's that, So yeah, run on out to your local fucking GNC, get yourself some G Fuel, treat yourself, and join the cult. I'm kidding, it's not a cult. I mean, kinda, but not really. Anyway, we're gonna start off the show with a little bit of that Mortal Kombat news. Because as we've been harping on, it is the 30th anniversary of the first game, and NetherRealm's Ed Boon has been doing all sorts of shit on Twitter about it. He's been taking a bunch of fan questions and sort of coyly, I don't know if that's the word, sort of democratically, politically neutrally responding to them, while not confirming, not denying, not really saying much of anything, more so trolling, doing Ed Boon things, you know what I mean? That's just sort of the name of his game. There we go. But there is one thing that he said of note, and that is that there will indeed be some sort of something for the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat. He just can't say what. Now, here's the meat and potatoes of this story that I believe GameStop.com was running. Let's see. Fans of Mortal Kombat and Injustice have been wondering what's next for NetherRealm Studios, but MK creator Ed Boon says the reveal will come in, quote, due time. That's right, Boon took to Twitter to address the issue, saying, you can read that, right? Saying that the team knows their fans are waiting for news of NetherRealm's next game, but the upcoming 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat's franchise will take precedence for now. Thank fuck! I'm grateful. I am. Yeah, let's just, here's some free advertising for Target. Anyway, so, quote, we know a lot of you are excited about the next NRS game announcement, Boon said in a tweet, but first, it's sick all about, why the fuck, who, I hate you, GameStop, there's a reason why. Look at that. What does that mean? But first, it is all, oh my god, the typos. But first, it's all about the 30 years of animal, they're going to be focusing on the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat. Yeehaw. Including behind-the-scenes footage of all kinds of crap that they've already been sharing since, March. Mortal Kombat first released in arcades on October 8th, 1992, becoming one of the most successful fighting game franchises in the industry, and the most recent installment, Mortal Kombat 11, has actually sold over 12 million fucking copies as of July 2021. I'd like to see the current number, quite honestly. NetherRealm has announced no formal plans to celebrate the milestone as of this writing, though rumors suggest plans will be revealed soon leading up to this weekend's anniversary. Well, I got news for you, kids. It is, as of this recording, it is October 6th. October 8th is coming. So, if suddenly we get this onslaught of news about the MK 30th anniversary, I'll hop back on here and do an emergency episode, an emergency update. But I don't know. I think I'm doing a show. Wait a second. Thursday, 7th, Saturday, the 8th. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, yada yada yada. Mortal Kombat 11 is now available. Go buy it or something. So, that's that. Now, let's hop into some movie news. You know who's been out here talking all kinds of hot shit for 2 decades? Todd McFarlane. And I say that with all the love in the world, but I think even he knows that he has sort of outlasted his welcome when it comes to the fan base and the expectation of a new Spawn movie, and just the simple idea of a new Spawn movie. Nobody's really holding on to the idea that it's actually going to happen, because once a year Todd goes on social media and he's like, Spawn movie update coming soon, and it's always just it's nothing. It's never, hey, we have a production schedule set, hey, a script is fucking ready, except for the one time a script was ready, it leaked and it was terrible. So now Spawn is getting rewritten because the script that leaked clearly rubbed somebody at Blumhouse the wrong way. Clearly, somebody didn't like the idea of a Spawn movie where you barely ever see Spawn. Clearly, nobody liked the idea of a Spawn movie where he's just an ethereal mist throughout the course of, the whole thing. He takes the form of a bed at one point. I'm not kidding. Like, it wasn't good. You can find the script online. It's not fucking good at all. So, Todd did Todd things where he went on social media and was like I think it was 2 days ago. He's like, we're going to post all kinds of, we got a fucking Spawn movie update. You get ready for it. We're going to fucking kick ass and take names. Yeah, you have no idea what's coming. And then the day came and he's like, fuck, sorry, we're going to do it tomorrow. My bad. So then the next day rolled around. And suddenly Todd's doing all sorts of radio media. He's at Sirius XM. He's doing all kinds of shit. He's in New York for New York Comic Con. And I think he wanted to time this news appropriately because here we are. It's a day late, but the Spawn reboot creator, Todd McFarlane, has promised an update, and it has arrived. The project has found a new writing team, thank fuck, in Joker's Scott Silver and Captain America 4 scribe, Malcolm Spellman. Now, there's also another writer. There's this new cat. So basically what's going on is these guys are taking the sort of underwhelming script that Todd wrote and are just redoing it completely. So Spawn creator Todd McFarlane promised a huge update regarding Blumhouse's long-in-development live-action reboot on Monday, and while it comes a day late, these assholes and your boy H7 is sharing with you the news. The movie, which has been in the works since 2017. That's not even accurate. Todd's been talking about this since like the turn of the fucking millennium. Like straight up. It's just been non-stop with this. So anyway, he's finally added a new writing team in the form of Scott Silverman, the Joker, Malcolm Spellman, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the Captain America 4 movie, New World Order, dude. And an up-and-coming scribe, Matthew Mixum. Cool. All right. Jamie Foxx is still attached to play the lead role of Al Simmons, a.k.a. Spawn. Yeah, okay. So things aren't looking bad. McFarlane was considering stepping behind the camera at one point. He was strictly about, I'm going to write it, direct it, and produce it. No one's going to tell me what. But he seems to have started to walk that back. Seems like somebody got in his ear and was like, hey, if you can have A-plus talent writing for you, and have A-plus talent acting for you, and have a studio with a pretty decent track record as of late financially, wouldn't you want an A-plus director as well? Wouldn't you want A-plus writers as well? Wouldn't you want the rising tide to lift all the ships? No? So I think Todd started to realize this, and he's now taking a step back in regards to directing. Said he may not be the right person to direct, particularly now that some of the highest profile writers in the comic book movie space are involved with this project. And he's completely fucking right. Todd says basically, quote, if we've got an A-list actor, A-list producers, A-list writers, and then, I swear to God I didn't read this article before, but it's literally what I just said. Then, do you want to shoot for A-list directors, A-list cinematographers? The answer is, of course, let's keep the momentum going. So, Todd then pontificated about Todd stuff, and then that's that. I'm personally relatively excited. I would like this to be a thing. It's being developed with an R rating in mind. I mean, it's Blumhouse, so I would really fucking hope so. What the fuck? Jamie Foxx is still out here teasing stuff, though. Good for him. He's doing what he has to do. He's doing the actor thing. You know what I mean? He's doing the actor thing. Why can't I edit? Oh, that sucks. I can't edit that. Anyway, next. What's next? Oh, God. So, Hellraiser is out here getting a reboot through Hulu with Clive Barker involved. And here's the thing. It looks good. The trailer looks very good. And all of the critics and all of the people who have actually seen the film via a special screening at, I think it was, what was the name of the fucking, what was the thing? I'm looking. What the fuck? Oh, who gives a shit? Some fucking festival where they show where sometimes they show secret screenings and they don't tell you what the movie is. You just show up, you pile into a theater, and then something starts. The first thing was the Marvel Werewolf by Night special, and then the other thing was Hellraiser, the new Hellraiser, and social media reactions have gone off. They are positive. So the social media embargo for Hulu's upcoming Hellraiser reboot was recently lifted, and it looks like the movie is receiving widespread critical acclaim thus far. Good shit. For a horror franchise that was just completely lying its dick in the dirt, this is nice to see. There had been some concern that the franchise, which had been running on fumes for a very long time, might struggle to resonate with horror fans. Instead, sounds like this project is a pitch-perfect take on the property that restores it to its former glory after more than a few underwhelming entries over the years. Oh, and the Cenobites, they sound utterly terrifying. And quite frankly, they are. I've seen photos. The leather, the BDSM shit is gone. It's like they're wearing skin that's been fucked up. They look like, one of them looks like a sci-fi amalgam. Looks like a weird little robot. So, yeah. Hulu is proving to be a great place for some of the properties that Disney inherited from 20th Century Fox during the Disney-Fox merger, such as Prey, a reboot of the Predator series. This was also a huge hit, and we're still waiting for news on a sequel from that front. So, Hellraiser, a reimagining of Clive Barker's 1987 horror classic from director David Bruckner, debuts exclusively on Hulu October 7th as part of the streamer's Halloween. Hey there, you should enjoy the Halloween. Yeah. Get out of here. Now, let's take a look at the first social media reactions. Comicbookmovie.com says, the new Hellraiser film is twisted, depraved, and everything the franchise should be. Okay, lots of praise for Jamie Clayton, the new Pinhead, or the Priest. Hell Priestess. Hell Priest. Whatever. Despite many lackluster entries, Hulu's Hellraiser reboot is a return to form for the franchise, bringing the scares and reinvigorating a dead series. I was incredibly shocked at just how good this movie was, and fans and new viewers alike will love to see the new Pinhead. That's cool. That's fucking cool. Beautiful, visceral, uneasy, cruel. Interesting. So, we'll check it out. You know what? I originally wasn't gonna. I've been scorned by the Hellraiser franchise too much, as have most of the fan base. But I don't know. I'll check this shit out. I will. And next episode, we will have a review for you. Next episode, Hellraiser. We'll see how that goes. I wonder if I can get a fucking guest to come in and talk shit with me. So, not much in the way of horror news. What else? Fucking Halloween comes out shortly, and I think that's going to be a Paramount Plus thing. Halloween Ends. Halloween Kills was so just fucking weird, and just, I mean, we've had some bad Halloween entries, but like that one wasn't great. It looked cool, but it wasn't great. So that's the meat and potatoes of it. But like, Prey, dope. That gives me hope for Hellraiser, and the fact that Blumhouse, the folks who have been in charge of the Halloween shit as of late, and they're also the folks who are responsible for the whole Conjuring and god damn it, the Insidious shit, all of that's them. Sinister, I think, is also them. I don't know. Kind of the kings of low budget horror right now for this generation. So I'm excited to see what they do with Spawn. I don't know, man. We're living in an interesting time. We're living in an interesting fucking timeline. I'll say that much. But with that to be said, there's also some interesting news on the Marvel front. Let's barrel through this shit, man. Some good news, some not so great news. The Fantastic Four MCU reboot has enlisted up-and-coming writing duo Jeff Kaplan and Ian Springer. Now, I don't know who these fucking cats are. They're up-and-coming scribes, which is not totally promising, quite honestly. This doesn't have me feeling very, very great about where this project's going. So let's read into it a little, shall we? Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four reboot recently found a director in WandaVision's Matt Shakerman. That's another element of this. It's like, really? That's your director? And these are your writers? Like, what is Marvel's obsession with just picking people out of the same incestuous talent pool and not giving any outside writers, for the most part, that aren't like major high-profile motherfuckers, a chance? Why aren't they giving like newer, younger, fresh blood directors a chance? It's all just, oh god, eventually you're gonna run out. They're already running out of fucking actors for all these roles. Eventually you're gonna run out of fucking directors that are established, and you're gonna have to try new things. You can't keep giving these projects to the same fucking people and just call it a day. You're the biggest company in the fucking world. Like, spread it around, homie. Anyway, according to Deadline, Jeff Kaplan and Ian Springer have boarded the project. Woohoo! The writing duo have reportedly been involved with the film since before Shackman was tapped to helm, and having been outlining where the next series of films will fit into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, alongside with Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige, a man who is said to be spread way too fucking thin. So, Kaplan and Springer are the new kids on the block, but are described as one of the hotter screenwriters in town, having sold a number of spec scripts in the last year. Okay, cool. How many of them have gotten made? Okay, how many of them are being developed? One of them, okay, one. One of those projects is the Warner Brothers comedy Disaster Wedding. Oh my fucking god. You know what? At this rate, I don't even know if I want Doctor Doom in the MCU. There's no way you do him right. God. Anyway, casting rumors have been doing the rounds for a while, but Feige made it clear during the recent D23 Expo that nobody had been approached to fill the roles of Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Ben Grimm, Johnny Storm, or any of the supporting players. Marvel Studios' boss will now focus on putting the assembly together. Okay. The big question is, will John Krasinski return as Mr. Fantastic after appearing as the character in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Sam Raimi referred to the Quiet Places star to his casting as fan service during the sequel's press tour, which would seem to suggest that a different actor will be sought for this reboot. I mean, different universes, different iterations. There's always, now that we have the multiverse thing, there's an endless excuse for why people don't look the same. You can recast, and then in some instances have Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, who are already established as characters, come in, look basically the same, just change some things, and that's the MCU Earth, whatever the fuck's version of them. Anyway, a lot of people know the origin story. A lot of people know the basics. How do we take that and bring something they've never seen before? This is something Feige was quoted as saying in a recent interview, comparing this new take of the heroes to Marvel Studios' pact with Sony's to bring with Sony to bring Spider-Man into the MCU. We've set a very high bar for ourselves with bringing that to the screen. Okay. Have you, though? Let's see. Shit's set to return to theaters. Whoops. Fantastic Four is currently set to hit theaters 2024. So, stay alive, kids. We got a potentially mediocre Fantastic Four movie again to check out. You murk Doctor Doom, though. You turn him into, like, you know what they're probably going to do? They're probably going to race, gender, and origin swap Doctor Doom. I'm banking on it right now. It's going to be like Victoria Von Doom, and it's going to turn out that he's mad because his country wouldn't let him chop his wiener off or something like that. So now he wants to fucking take over Wakanda. Anyway, speaking of Wakanda, Black Panther's star, I'm not even going to... This guy's name, Tenoch Huerta? I don't know, man. These fucking names, people. This guy, the guy who plays Namor, who also is having his origin completely fucked with in this Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie, which, by the way, I can't play the new trailer because fucking Disney will slap me with their big wiener square on the face, but that trailer told me nothing about what this movie is. We all know T'Challa's dead. How are you going to handle that? Are they going to just say T'Challa died of cancer? Are they going to say that he died, defending Wakanda or some fucking shit? Who knows? I'm still uncomfortable with the fact that we're making a Black Panther movie with basically your two main stars nowhere to be seen. I realize you're playing the cards that have been dealt in Disney's position and Marvel's position. They've been dealt a shitty deck, so they kind of have to play it. But I really hope that this conclusion to Phase 4 does something. I want some payoff. Something. Because so much of Phase 4 has just been nonsense. Fucking filler upon filler, bad editing, weird disjointed stories with plot holes and plot lines that don't go anywhere, characters that just get established and then left in the fucking dirt, while others get like full filler treatment. She-Hulk. Like, explain to me why Moon Knight was like a 6-episode thing, a limited series. Meanwhile, we got 9 episodes of fucking She-Hulk, and what's the story there? What the fuck is the story there? Is there a story at all? Because so far, every single episode of She-Hulk has felt like fucking filler. This MCU Phase 4 has been terrible. I didn't give a fuck about Hawkeye or the Bait and Switch show, the Kate Bishop show. I didn't care about WandaVision. I didn't care about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't care about Shang-Chi. I don't care about a fucking major portion of these fucking things. Nobody gave a fuck about the Eternals. Those figures, that merchandise is still sitting on Walmart clearance aisles all across this country. What the fuck does that tell you? At least Black Panther shit is kind of selling, and within the coming months, we're gonna see if the superhero burnout, if the Phase 4 burnout is a real fucking thing or not. Because every time one of these MCU projects comes out and there's a new flood of merchandise, it either all goes like that because it's a hit, or it stands and stays and winds up on clearance because nobody gives a fuck. Not on that level. You see, there are multiple phases of getting you into a movie, right? Getting you engaged. Phase 1 is just getting you to watch the movie and spend your money on it or your time on it. Phase 2 is getting you to fucking invest in it, buy merchandise, do all that shit. Phase 3 is repeating the cycle and spreading that love for the thing onto another person so that it can then recycle, so the process can continue, so that films can make money. That's kind of the loosey-goosey meat and potatoes of it. But when you got guys out here, see, Namor is clearly not gonna be a villain, but the marketing for this film has told everyone but fucking nothing about what's going on. Literally, the marketing has told folks nothing up until the most recent trailer, where I'm relatively certain Shuri is the new Black Panther, so of course they gotta make the female Black Panther, I guess, to go with the fucking female everything right now, because Kevin Feige has a super big fucking hard-on for pushing female characters. I mean, he promised we were gonna see way more female characters than male characters in Phase 4, and boy did we. But I think we're a little fucking burnt out of the non-stop agenda pushing, the non-stop pandering, the non-stop nonsense that we've been exposed to in Phase 4. I think after Infinity War, after Endgame... after Endgame, the MCU has been floundering, man. Floundering. Did I enjoy any of it? I like Moon Knight. That's what I have enjoyed. I didn't mind the Doctor Strange sequel, but I could tell it was edited to shit. I could tell it was just like, ugh. I love Spider-Man No Way Home, but is that's MCU, right? Yeah, but that's one of those Sony MCU things where Marvel's not completely in charge, but relatively. But anyway, the guy who's playing Namor in Wakanda Forever has kind of already gone ahead and spoiled the fact that his version of Namor is an anti-hero, not a villain. That everything that he does is with reason. That everything he does is for a purpose. Now, that's probably what you should say in an interview. What he said, Latin Americans are always the bad guys in Hollywood movies, and now we are the heroes, or an anti-hero in this instance. Okay? We Latin Americans are making something to be proud of in Hollywood, he added. Cool. Representation out the yin-yang, fuck yeah, cool. I want everyone to feel like, they can connect, but why is that why is that the core of this article? Why is that the core of this article? This whole article is written around a quote. This whole article is written by some dude Josh Wilding, who probably gets paid per word on minimum, like a couple 100-word minimum, and then you get your payment for a fucking article. This is what we're doing. I mean, look, I'm not mad about it. What I am mad about is the fact that anytime anyone has addressed the fact that Namor's origins are being completely fucked with, and he's now a mutant. That's another fun thing. I don't know if y'all knew that, but now he's a mutant, apparently. Anytime that gets brought up, it just gets cycled back to, yeah, but Latin Americans. Okay, I'm not talking about you, the actor. I'm talking about the character you are hired to portray and represent. The character does not represent you. You represent the character. I don't know, man. I am butthurt about the fact that Disney feels the need to make $1 billion off the back of a dead man, all in the name of memorializing. Like, Chadwick Boseman, up until his death, was upright indicating that he didn't want to keep doing those Black Panther movies. He did not want his legacy to be the Black Panther. And yet, Disney, out here logging into dead man's Twitters to advertise their comic book movie. Because legacy. Whatever. Allegedly, Doctor Doom is going to be in the post-credit sequence. I've heard tell that there's a suit. I've seen some concept art, and it looks very beautiful. An actor's been cast. A scene has been shot. I'm just hoping it doesn't get axed, because it's kind of the only reason why I'm going to go see this. So that's that. What else? Uh-oh. Blade's in trouble. I just skipped a whole ass article. But that's alright. We'll circle around. Who gives a shit? Blade is in trouble. The director, Basim Takwi, whatever. He's exited the project. Why? Because there are all sorts of fucking problems going on with this script. This script is a fucking nightmare, allegedly. The star, frustrated as fuck. The director, so frustrated that he left. The writers, frustrated as fuck. So what does Disney do? They got new writers. This seems to be a trend. You noticing a trend? Get out of here, Anthony Mackie. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. Man, that guy ages like milk. Anyway, on the heels of the announcement that we're getting Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine in Deadpool 3, yeah, that got announced. That's some fucking big news. Mr. I'm done after Logan. Whatever. Anyway, we have some late-night breaking news out of Marvel Studios. The Hollywood Reporter has learned that Basim Tarki will no longer helm the Blade reboot, which is set to star Academy Award winner Mahershala Ali. God, these names. In the title role. I'm not dogging on people's names. It's just like, fuck, has anyone else noticed, like, an increasing inability to pronounce anyone's fucking name, and when you mispronounce their name, you just get your fucking head rung up? Hey, you fucking son of a bitch! Anyway, in a statement to The Hollywood Reporter, Marvel Studios has confirmed the unexpected exit. Due to continued shifts in our production schedule, he is no longer moving forward as director of Blade, but will remain as an executive producer on the film. Basically meaning he doesn't have to do fucking anything besides read some emails and go on some Zoom calls. We appreciate his talent and all the work he's done in getting Blade to where it is, which is allegedly in a dumpster. It's been an absolute honor. The director then shared a damage control statement that he was probably prompted to post by Disney. It's been an honor working with the wonderful folks at Marvel, where we were able to put together a killer cast and crew, eager to see where the next director takes the film. Boy, that's not the most fucking diplomatic. That's such damage fucking control. So this shifts production from November onward. The reason being why, the question being why, the reason being, the script sucks. Script just fucking sucks. Period. So the film was tentatively scheduled to begin in November, along with the awaited superhero feature already set for a November 3rd, 2023 release, but it is now unclear whether production or the release date will be pushed back or not. It's Disney, guys. They're gonna fucking force this shit out one way or another. They're sitting there trying to fart, and they realize, oh man, this ain't a fart, it's a shit. I gotta take a turdy, dude. So they push and they push until a big steaming load comes out of their wonderful billion-dollar buttocks for us to enjoy the waft of. Anyway, so this came out recently. Don't think I'm just, being a douchebag about fucking Blade. I love Blade. I like all three of those movies and the series. I love all that shit. I love the fact that there's a deleted scene of a guy on a rooftop after Blade 1 that was allegedly supposed to be Morbius, but because the studio didn't have the rights to the character, they just cut it. But you can find this footage out there, which would have been fucking awesome. Blade versus Morbius. Oh my god. Oh, that would have been so cool. Back in the day, pre-MCU, in those Blade movies. Bruh. Anyway. Jeff Snyder, who is a very, very fucking reliable source, has stated, I'm told the current Blade script is roughly 90 pages, oof, and features exactly 2 lackluster action sequences. The star is said to be very frustrated with the process. Feige is said to be spread too thin, but hey, that's just what sources are telling me. Yeah, him too. So I guess we're both hearing the same thing. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I mean, they're most likely pushing production to next year. So, got an interesting update. Basically, the director's gone. There's some new writers, allegedly. All sorts of shit. Like, basically from the ground up, they're gonna rehaul this fucker. In the same way that those 3 cats are rehauling Spawn. You'll notice a lot of the news is people being like, oh, fuck. Our idea isn't working out. Let's rewrite it before we completely shit the bed. But there's one thing that is coming out in the coming days by Marvel, and that is Werewolf by Night. Now, after a Fantastic Fest, that was the name of the fucking thing. That was where Hellraiser was screened, Fantastic Fest. And the other screening was Werewolf by Night. Now, don't trust Rotten Tomatoes at all on the negative aspect of things or the positive aspect of things. It's 100% fucking biased. It's 100% a rigged system. It can be influenced way too easily on both ends. Don't fucking trust it. But with that being said, every single one of the reactions I have seen following the screening for this Werewolf by Night has been through the roof excitement and just sheer joy. People seem to really be liking this. So, the official review embargo for Werewolf by Night hasn't lifted yet, but it appears those who watched the Marvel Studios special presentation at Fantastic Fest are under no obligation to abide by it. Neat. As a result, the first full-length reviews have started hitting Rotten Tomatoes, and while only a handful have been counted so far, the special has debuted with a perfect 100% score. There's a good chance this will change, no shit, but it would be quite something for Werewolf by Night to be the first MCU project to boast this percentage once it's all said and done. I mean, it would, but it won't. Let's be real. It won't. The delightful retro horror stylings and pair of enduring leads successfully distract, at least for a while, from some of the more conventional MCU traits. Cool. That's from Bloody Disgusting. With io9 chiming in to add, Werewolf by Night is the latest MCU entry into the MCU. Wow, what a piss poor sentence. Well, since before the MCU existed. Oh my god, how many times can you say MCU in a sentence? There's a good thing. It's full-on love... Oh my god, it's a full-on love letter to everything monster and monster movies. I reading through lenses like this, plus dyslexia, plus piss-poor sentences, is not the fucking move. So it's basically a fun little monster movie that's been shot in black and white. It's hyper-stylized. It's apparently very fucking weird. And you know, it's not so much of a spoiler because there is one notable character, to my knowledge, Man-Thing. Yeah, that's not much of a fucking spoiler. It's just sort of... It's already been put in the fucking trailer. So, he's a part of the doodad, which is exciting. I'm excited to see it. In Werewolf by Night, on a dark and somber night, a secret cabal of monster hunters emerge from the shadows and gather at the foreboding Bloodstone Temple following the death of their leader. In a strange and macabre memorial to the leader's life, the attendees are thrust into a mysterious and deadly competition for a powerful relic. A hunt that will ultimately bring them face to face with a dangerous monster. Which I think is Man-Thing? I think? But, yeah man, when the fuck does this drop? October 7th. Fuck, this comes out tomorrow. Fuck yeah. Oh my god. So, Hellraiser and Werewolf by Night. Oh my god, what a... God, tomorrow's gonna kick ass. Tomorrow's gonna kick ass, y'all. Okay, so I'll have a review of Hellraiser and I'll have a review of Werewolf by Night by the next episode. Cool? Cool. Now, let's shift into DC. Complete shit show, but they got this going for them. Black Adam. Black Adam is currently on track, projected with an expected opening between $70 and $75 million. This would be the biggest opening of Dwayne "The Croc" Johnson's career. Now, there are only 2 superhero movies left in 2022. The first is Black Adam. Now that we have box office tracking, that points to the DC Comics adaptation having the biggest opening of Dwayne Johnson's career. Exciting, exciting. I really fucking hope this movie does well. I want this movie to do well. I realize it tested pretty negatively. It actually tested about as poorly as Batwoman, whichever one got canceled. Stay hydrated. Anyway, let's read this motherfucker. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has starred in his fair share of box office hits over the years, with the pro wrestler turned actor often hailed as the Fast and the Furious franchise's savior, for example. Fans have waited for years for Johnson to star in a superhero movie. It's true. Man's a fucking real-life superhero. Who doesn't like to be called gay? I'm serious. That remix of Mana, or his verse in that Tech 9 thing, where we gon' hump him, we gon' suck their dicks off, we gon' hump him, we gon' suck their dicks off. It's about dick, it's about penis. Man, I'm from Mars, but I'm from Venus. Stick it in the butt, spank them in the shower, and take what's ours. I want to drain the main vein, prostate massage so insane. Anyway, sorry. She's screaming, I'm so motherfucking gay. Cock! Who are we gonna fuck, though? Yeah, good stuff. Anyway, he doesn't like that. He's getting those videos taken down, but some of the greatest comedy. Great comedy. Fans have waited for years, for him to be a superhero, but he is a superhero now because Black Adam. Get it? Anyway, according to The Hollywood Reporter, the latest tracking suggests that the DC Comics adaptation will give Johnson the biggest box office opening of his career, with a solid 70 to 75 million in North America alone. Some believe it could go even higher, with many convinced it could show similar legs to Venom, a movie that debuted at 80 million back in 2018. Yeah, I don't know, though. That was kind of a weird anomaly, though. And that would go on to be a huge hit at the global box office with $850 million. Fuck me. And Warner Brothers is no doubt hoping Black Adam can find similar success. Yeah? Well, we're not releasing any Lego sets, are we? We're not releasing much merch besides $10 action figures, are we? Yep. Lego had the opportunity to make sets and then was kind of like, hey, your movies suck. We're not doing that. And then proceeds to make 37 new MCU fucking sets. Hey, Lego, when are you going to make some Disney Plus sets? I want an official Moon Knight. You give us all the other bullshit characters. You did the Polybag. Give us another series of MCU polybags with just Disney Plus characters. That'd be fucking cool. All of the like a Phase 4 polybag? I don't know. I'm a nerd. I'm getting into Lego. I'm really starting to get into Lego right as the price hikes start to get insane, of course. So, it's just... Anyway, Black Adam comes October 21st. Fuck, this month is insane. So, Hellraiser, Werewolf by Night, and Black Adam. And I'm playing 2 shows at the end of the month. Holy fuck, what a month. Jesus God. What a month. So, that's looking good. But how about a show that just continues to suck dicks despite incessant cancellations all across the board? Titans. Somehow they're moving forward with season 4, and it's coming in November. But we gotta look at Brother Blood, Mother Mayhem, and Jinx, some relatively popular DC characters. Now, I don't hate this at all. This is pretty neat. This is indeed pretty neat. Even though this is concept art. Let's see. That's not bad at all. I'm a fan. I'm liking it. But then we got what? Who dith? Mother Mayhem, Jinx. Concept art shows... Oh, what? What's with that hair? I was gonna say, it's a bald character, right? Yeah. See? She's supposed to be a baldy, and then they're just like, yeah, but Hot Topic. Anyway. Yeah, so they're slowly trickling out some teases because they're just kind of trying to hang on at this point, and I don't blame them one bit. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, but how is this still a thing? How is Titans ongoing, and yet I'm just gonna move to the next thing, because Warner Brothers, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? They have been accused of cooking the books, babies. Their subscriber numbers are allegedly being padded. Allegedly. By how much? By a couple thousand? No. 100,000? No. 200,000? No. A million? No. No. 10 million! 10 fucking million! Things have gone from bad to worse for Warner Brothers Discovery, with the studio now accused of cooking its streaming services numbers, according to a class action lawsuit filed last week in New York on behalf of the Collinsville Police Pension Board, an Illinois-based shareholder of Warner Brothers Discovery stock. The studio exaggerated HBO Max's subscriber figures by 10 million. It's also claimed that WBD misled shareholders in other ways that violate the Securities Act to complete its merger with Discovery. The lawsuit, which could potentially represent hundreds of thousands of plaintiffs, names Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav and CFO Gunnar Wiedenfels as the defendants. Oh, fuck. The registration statement... hold on. Let me do that so you can see a little more. The registration statement and prospectus and... What the fuck? And certain of the defendants... What the fuck does that even mean? And other public statements contained untrue statements of material fact or omitted to state material facts required to be stated therein or necessary to make the statements therein not misleading. What the fuck was that sentence? It reads, AT&T was over-investing in Warner Media Entertainment content for streaming without sufficient concern for return on investment. Warner Media had a business model to grow the number of subscribers to its streaming service without regard to cost or profitability. So yeah, this shit doesn't look good. I'm gonna keep you posted on this one though, because it's dirty. It's dirty. Well, kids, we're sort of caught up. Next time we get together, I'm gonna have some... here's what I need you to do. I need you to go to Instagram, @_Dink, and I want you to DM me. I want you to send me a voice message. Send me a voice message with your questions or whatever bullshit you have to say, and I'm gonna play them shits and respond to them shits on the air in the next episode. So DM @_Dink with any of your questions or your comments or any of that shit, and we will play your shit live on the air. What do you say? Do that, or you could reach out to me @_management@gmail.com. Again, reach out to me on all of the platforms, all that cool shit. Be sure to follow me on all that crap. Follow the 500 block on all social media, the500blk.com. Fucking important shit it is. So, you've been good. You've been very good. And I told you I might have some footage for you of 500 block at Louder Than Life. Well, I do. So, here you go. Here's the little taste of things to come. Enjoy.
This is our last song for the evening, or the day actually. Y'all have been beautiful. way. For years unknown again. I'll drink the taking it. Inside my ear they never quit. Wholly from an enemy. Set the note to run at me. I'm breathing from their over my teeth. We're no now think as I fight. Here I something of the fight. You never leave with a fucking void. Burning smoke through my lungs. Take the bomb over my tongue. Hear the fatal knowing sun. Run on my eye. Looking back to me on the top, talking through what it takes to tell off the line. What's another line? Take another line. The bottom of the bottle seems over mine. Fragmented faces. With these broken places. Light them out, I'm with bomb and animals. I'm my gun, mentally awake and awake. Wandering walking, spin a word on my blood. Or are you still last one? Oh yeah, I'm all about you. I'm going to make with family with balance. Or I'm around with the one of sick. Will not solve it to that brain. One moment, and my eyes will never be calm. Those eyes eyes, we don't really just want to die. No one wants to give it a try. Only get one at a time. The legends are coming by. Looking back, on a top, I'll do what it takes to allow the fight. What's another rock? Drink another line. Bottom of the bottle seems so fine. Fragmented faces. With these broken places. Alright, this is the last time I get to hear you. Be as loud as you fucking can. That ain't shit! That was nice! But you didn't want it! Let me hear it! But it cuts you deep in the skull. That doesn't kill you, you'll be stronger. Hit the bar, you'll live longer. Crack those every young step up. Go another push, lay down flat. Go our homies never fall. To the walk on it. Don't go away.